Welcome aboard. If you are new to Julia programming language, then probably you have heard of IJulia. In this video, we are going to talk about what is IJulia, how do we install IJulia in Windows system, and why do we need IJulia. Without wasting time, let us straight away go to the topic. So what is IJulia? Basically, it is a Julia language kernel for Jupyter Notebook. So if you want to run Julia codes in your Jupyter Notebook, you need to have IJulia installed. IJulia is a kernel for Julia language in Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so for those of you who do not know what is a Jupyter Notebook, it is basically Jupyter Notebook is a notebook environment where you can write your codes in many different languages. It can be in Python, R, Scala, or many other different programming languages. You only have to have a corresponding kernel installed. So if you in your Jupyter Notebook, you can have you can write a text, and you can have your codes. You can have equations. You can have very very nice outputs in your Jupyter Notebook. You can share your Jupyter Notebooks with others, and you can actually handle very large data. Okay, integrate large data with your Jupyter Notebooks. So without wasting time, let me launch a Jupyter Notebook and show you what is a Jupyter Notebook. So let me show you. I'll go to a command prompt, Windows command prompt. Okay, and in the command prompt, I have to just write Jupyter space notebook, and I have to specify in which directory I want to open the notebook. Notebook dir minus notebook dir equal to, I have just opened the blank folder, blank directory in my H folder in the name of Julia code. It's a blank directory right at this moment. Let me open my notebook in that folder. So this is the command. I have to press enter here, and my Jupyter Notebook will start. So you can see this is the Jupyter Notebook page, and this notebook is now empty. This folder is now empty. This notebook list is empty. You can see. So I can start a new notebook here, and for that I will show you how we can do that. I can click in the new. So right now I do not have any IJulia installed. Okay. So the kernel for Julia language is not there, but I have a kernel for Python. So if I select Python here, you will see. Look at I'll just show you. Look at this part. Okay, kernel starting. Please wait. Kernel starting. Please wait. You can see here, and kernel was ready, and now you can start writing your Python code, right? But if I want to change it to Julia instead of Python, if I try to write in Julia codes, what happens? Because I do not have IJulia installed right at this moment. I'm just trying to show you why we need IJulia. Okay, when we do not have IJulia installed, then if I try to write some code in some Julia code in Jupyter Notebook, what happens? So I will just try to change the kernel to Julia 1.6.1. My Julia language version is 1.6.1. Okay, I will change it to Julia 1.6.1, and the kernel starting. Please wait. It is showing kernel starting. Please wait. So have a look at this position. Look here. Kernel starting. Please wait. So you can see connection failed. What comes is connection failed. A connection to the notebook server could not be established. Okay. So if we just go there, I will show you. If I just press OK here, connecting to kernel. You can see here in this place the writing is just connecting to kernel, but it actually cannot connect to the kernel because there is no IJulia installed. So I have shown you what happens if we do not have IJulia. So if we do not have IJulia installed in our machine, then you cannot write Julia codes in Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so this is why we need IJulia in our machine. Now let me show you how to install IJulia in our machine. Okay, so we have to again go to our command prompt. We have to go to command prompt, and then in the command prompt we have to just type Julia. This Julia we have to type. This will take you to the Julia language REPL. Julia REPL. This will take you to Julia REPL. Now in the Julia REPL, you have to simply type the square bracket, close, square bracket, close. Okay. So the moment you type, you don't have to press even enter. The moment you type the square bracket, it will take you to the Julia package manager. Julia package manager REPL. Okay, package manager REPL. And in that REPL, we have to just type add IJulia, both I and J in capitals. Okay, you have to just type add IJulia in the Julia package manager REPL environment. Okay, so if you do that, it will just install IJulia in your machine and some of the dependencies. Okay, I will just show you how to install IJulia step by step in my machine. Okay, right now I do not have IJulia installed in my machine. I will install it for you in front of you. Okay, so let me go to a command prompt first. Let me go to the command prompt first, and I will go to the Julia REPL first. So we are in the Julia REPL, you can see, and in Julia REPL, if I just press the close square bracket, it will take me to the package manager of Julia. I'm just typing this close square bracket, and see, you can see here it is showing me as EKG package manager, and it's the version Julia version 1.6. This is shown here, Julia version 1.6 and PKG. So I'm in the package manager REPL of Julia right now. Okay, so let me now type add IJulia. I simply will type add IJulia here. Add IJulia. Be careful, both I and J are in capitals. Add IJulia and just press enter. And this will install IJulia for me in my machine. It will take just a minute or so, and it will install IJulia and its dependencies in the machine. So after that, I will show you that if I start the Jupyter Notebook now, then we can start writing the Julia codes in the Jupyter Notebook. Okay, I will show you that. So it's fetching. Now it will install many dependencies also for IJulia. So it has installed IJulia and many dependencies of it, and I have to exit the package manager REPL now. So to exit the package manager REPL, I have to simply press backspace or Control C. I'm just pressing backspace, and I will go back to Julia REPL. Now you see I'm in the Julia REPL, and to exit Julia REPL, I have to just type exit, and I have to open and close parentheses. Okay, and if I enter now, I will exit the Julia REPL and I'll go to the Windows command prompt. Okay, now you can see we are in the Windows command prompt, and we can start the Jupyter Notebook now. Let me start the Jupyter Notebook for you. Jupyter Notebook, and in the same directory that I have named as Julia codes. Okay, in my H folder, H drive, Julia codes. Let me open a Jupyter Notebook for you. Okay, so there is an error. I have this written as notebook. There is a spelling mistake in the command. Okay, this notebook. It has to be notebook. Okay. So now let me enter, and it will open a notebook for you. So we are in the we have opened a Jupyter notebook, and now let me open a new notebook in Julia 1.6.1. What happens? Let's just see. So it will create an untitled notebook in Jupyter, and let's just see. It will kernel starting. Please wait. It is showing kernel starting. Please wait. Have a look here. Kernel starting. Please wait. Okay. And just in a moment, it will show that kernel ready, and it will just go off. Kernel ready. It will just go off. Just a minute. Just a minute. We have just installed IJulia, and before installing IJulia, I showed that it could not connect. And you saw that there is a kernel ready statement was there, and it just went off. Okay, so kernel is ready. So the moment we have installed IJulia, now we can start writing our Julia codes in our Jupyter notebook. So let's just run a simple code, or instead of code, we can in fact try to let's just first write a heading. Okay, let's just first write a heading here. Okay, this is a Julia language notebook. This is just a heading for our notebook. Okay. Now let us insert a cell below, and let's have a markup text. Okay, we'll just write textbook. Okay, this is my first Julia code. Okay, Julia code. Now again, let's insert a cell below, and let's have a first code. Let us print. This is the println command of Julia language, println, and we can just type in print in hello world. Okay, this is the first. Usually, this is the first code in any language a programmer does. So let us just run this code. Okay, so let us run this box first. What happens if I just run this box? Nothing happens, because this is just a heading. Okay, and if I run this box, this cell, then also nothing happens, because this is just a markdown. Okay, now this is the code. This is the code. What happens if I run this? It will just print hello world for you. The moment it runs the code, it will just print hello world for you. So now we have installed IJulia. We know what is IJulia. It's the kernel for Julia language and Jupyter notebook. And why do we need? Because if we do not have IJulia installed, we cannot write Julia codes in Jupyter notebook, and therefore we need IJulia. And we have seen how to install IJulia. We just have to go into the Julia REPL, then into the Julia package manager REPL, and we have to just write add IJulia. So how do we uninstall IJulia? For that I'll just close this. And I'll just leave this and go to the command prompt again. I'll just press Ctrl C here. Okay. I'll again go to the Julia REPL, Julia language REPL. Yes, I'm in Julia REPL. I'll go to the package manager REPL. We are in the package manager REPL of Julia. Now I have to just type RM, remove. RM for remove IJulia, and this will remove IJulia for you from your computer. Okay, so it is already done. So if I just press backspace, I will come out of the package manager REPL, and now if I just write exit, open and close parenthesis, and enter, we will go to the command prompt of Windows. So thank you guys for watching the video.